Welcome to my YouTube channel, Appliance Flipper 8590. On this channel, I'll be showing you how to repair washers, dryers, stoves, and refrigerators. So subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, comment, if you like it or not. I can take it all. I'm a man, I can take it all. And if you would like to purchase parts and tools needed to complete the repair, there's a link in the description box. So, I have links there for tools that you might not have, as well as parts. Also, if you'd like to contribute to the production of these videos, there'll be a PayPal link in the description. So let's get started. Today's project will be on a dryer making a loud noise. So we're going to figure out what the noise is coming from. Okay, first thing we want to do is unplug the power. Pull the lint screen out with a Phillips head screwdriver. We're going to remove the two screws that mount the lid onto the body of the dryer. So I'm pulling out my electric screwdriver with my Phillips head bit. And I'm doing a lefty-loosey, removing the screws. So that's one part that secures the lid to the dryer, and the other part is the two clips in the front. You have a putty knife, and you just push forward and flip the knife up, and that'll get the clip, push the clip out of the slot to free the lid in and pop up. Okay, there you go. Next, we have to remove the front panel of the dryer. And you have two screws that secure the front panel to the dryer. They are 5/16 head screws, one on the left and one on the right. And that's your right side of the panel there. First, what we need to do is disconnect the start button, the start switch, to make sure, so you can take the panel off. If the start switch is on, the wires been pulled. You have to remove the start switch to free the front panel from the body of the dryer. Now what we're going to do is remove that 5/16 screw with an electric screwdriver. Real simple. That's your right side. Now we got to go over to the left side and do the same thing. Okay, there's your left side. With the electric screwdriver, unscrew that screw out with that 5/16 bit. Okay, now the panel's free. Lift up on the panel to remove it away from the dryer. Lift straight up. Now we're going to remove the belt from the idler pulley. You're going to use your left hand. You're going to push it to the right. That'll loosen the belt off. Take it off the motor pulley. And the belt is off the pulley now. We're going to slide the drum out the body of the dryer. You got to remove the belt from the drum, or else it might get caught up, and slide it on out of the body. Okay, here's what the body of the dryer looks out without the drum. You got a more insight look of what the inside of the dryer looks. It has a lot of lint. It needs a cleaning. And there's your right roller right there. There's two rollers that spin this drum, and that's to the right. And as you can see, it does spin, but not like it should. So that's a problem, but not a big problem. It still would run with that. But right here, that's a problem. The inside of that roller is gone. It's rotted out, and it will not spin. That's the noise that you hear
when the dryer's on, just making a loud noise because the roller is gutted on the inside. So that definitely has to be replaced. Okay, you have 2 screws to remove the shield, 2 5/16 screw. With my electric screwdriver, you can easily take it out. Okay, take those 2 screws out, slide the shield out. You're good. Now, if you notice, I have another roller in there, but this is all about learning how to take the rollers off. But I do have another roller in there now. And what you have to do is remove the clip from the support bar. Get the screwdriver in between the clip and the support bar and wiggle it loose. Okay, there goes. There's your little clip that supports the support bar. And you pull the bar down a little bit. Now you're going to need to remove the plastic triangle that secures the roller onto the drive there. And just get a pick and remove it. Sometimes they break, sometimes they don't. Just slide the roller off. And there's your triangle pick right there. And there's your roller. Vacuum the interior of the dryer. A lot of people don't vacuum inside the dryer. A lot of times they just do the ducts, the hose going on the outside. And rarely do they do the inside. Don't get a chain. Most people do it. So, but you do have to clean the interior of the dryer because it can cause a fire. This one isn't that bad, but I've seen some very lit-filled dryers, and all you need is a vacuum, clean it out, and get it around off the motor and all the components inside the interior of the dryer. So that is a must. Okay, what you're going to need to do, we're going to put this roller on now and clean this shaft. Do not put any type of lubricant on it because that attracts hair and lint. So clean off with a paper towel really good. Slide the roller in place and spin it. Of course, this is not the right roller on there, but I'm just showing you how it's done, so it really doesn't matter what type of roller. Now put the plastic retainer onto the shaft. That'll secure the roller onto the shaft. Now you have a metal clip that secures the metal support for the roller. There's only one metal support. That's it for the bottom roller. The upper roller doesn't have support. So what I use is a socket and a hammer, and make sure the socket can fit inside the clip, and just tap the clip into place. And now you want to put your shield back on. This requires 2 5/16 screws, one on the floor of the dryer and one on the wall. So I'm gonna need my electric screwdriver to mount these 2 things. Really easy job. You can actually start it off by hand, and then once you have a couple of threads in there, use the electric screwdriver to tighten it down. Now we're going to remove the upper roller. I use my pick tool. That retainer broke off. They're plastic, so it broke off. And as you can see, there's lint and hair behind the wheel. So you got to clean that off, make sure so the wheel will be able to turn. Clean off with a paper towel. Again, no lubricant because that just slows it down. Now I slid on the roller and the retainer. Now the upper roller is secure now. With the camera inside the dryer, we're gonna put the drum on now. Just slide the drum into place. Make sure they're on top of the drum is on top of the rollers in the rear, and the felt in the rear is on the outside. Make sure it's not stuck on the inside. And as you can see, the hanging belt, that's what you're gonna need to go around the idler pulley. I'm putting the idler pulley in right now. I have the little slide area for it to put in there. Make sure the belt goes underneath the idler pulley. Push it to the right with your right hand and slide it onto the motor pulley. The motor pulley is what makes the belt go around. Now here's the outside version. Slide the drum into place. And here's the inside of the interior of the belt of the dryer. Here's your idler pulley. With your left hand, slide the belt underneath the idler pulley. And with your left hand, push it to the right. And the belt goes over the belt, the motor pulley. And there you have it. Okay, we're gonna put the front panel back on. Here's the front version look of what the panel looks like. You have to kind of lift the drum up, make sure the inside of the panel is inside the drum. And on the left at the bottom, on the right at the bottom, they have little slots that the door front panel slides onto. Here's better vision. Lift up, and it's a little slotted area on the panel, slides down onto that clip. And you do the right side the same way. Now you're gonna secure the front panel with the 2 screws that you took off previously. They are 5/16 head screws. Real simple job. You want to do the left and the right, and the electric screwdriver will do that work. Now you want to reconnect the start switch. Lay the lid down. And then we're going to secure the Phillips head screws that will mount the lid back to the body of the dryer. You can use a electric screwdriver or a regular screwdriver, doesn't matter. Slide the lint filter back in. Let's see what it sounds like. Okay, yeah, nice and quiet. Nice and quiet. That's the way we like the machine to be. Nice and quiet. Running smooth. Now, here's a before sound. And after sound. Okay, thank you for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. I will be doing many more appliance repair video contents, and you don't want to miss it. I will save you a couple $100 on doing it yourself. Also, if you want to contribute to the production of the videos, there's a link in the description, a PayPal link. So you can just click that, and if you want to donate, if this helped you out. If you don't want to donate, at least give me a comment or a like. Have a good one.